Have you ever felt overwhelmed by your emotions, reacting in ways you later regretted? Diving deep into how to control your emotions using scientifically backed strategies from psychology. Let's begin.
1. Understand the science behind emotions.
Have you ever wondered why emotions sometimes feel uncontrollable? The reason is deeply rooted in our brain's structure. Our emotions originate in the limbic system, particularly the amygdala, which is responsible for quick emotional reactions like fear and excitement. When we experience something emotional, our brain releases chemicals such as dopamine, which makes us feel happy, or cortisol, which is linked to stress. However, the logical part of our brain, the prefrontal cortex, is responsible for regulating these emotions and helping us respond appropriately. The problem arises when the amygdala reacts too quickly, before the prefrontal cortex can step in to rationalize the situation. This is why we sometimes say things we regret when we are upset. To control our emotions, we need to train the prefrontal cortex. Practicing deep breathing, mindfulness, and structured thinking helps slow down emotional reactions, giving us time to respond thoughtfully instead of impulsively.
2. Practice mindfulness and self-awareness.
Practice mindfulness and self-awareness. One of the biggest reasons people struggle with emotional control is because they are unaware of their emotions until it's too late. When you lack awareness, you react rather than respond. Mindfulness is a scientifically proven method to increase self-awareness and emotional control. By practicing mindfulness, you train yourself to recognize emotions as they arise, rather than being overwhelmed by them. Studies show that meditation strengthens the prefrontal cortex, which helps regulate impulsive reactions. Next time you feel strong emotions coming on, take a deep breath and try to observe them without judgment.
3. Identify your emotional triggers.
If you've ever noticed that certain people or situations cause a strong emotional reaction, you're experiencing emotional triggers. These triggers are often tied to past experiences and unresolved feelings. Psychologists suggest that identifying your triggers is the first step in managing them. Keep a journal where you note situations that provoke strong emotions and how you react. Once you recognize your triggers, you can prepare for them, reducing their emotional impact.
4. Use your cognitive reappraisal.
Use cognitive reappraisal. Often it's not the situation itself that causes emotional distress, but how we interpret it. For example, if someone cuts you off in traffic, you might immediately think, they disrespected me on purpose, which leads to anger. But what if they were rushing to the hospital? This process of changing how we interpret situations is called cognitive reappraisal. Studies show that people who regularly practice reappraisal experience lower stress and better emotional control. The next time you feel a strong emotional reaction, ask yourself, is there another way to view this situation?
5. Regulate your physiology.
Your body and emotions are closely linked. When you're stressed or angry, your heart rate spikes, breathing becomes shallow, and muscles tense up. This physiological response makes it even harder to calm down. To break this cycle, focus on bodily relaxation techniques. The 4-7-8 breathing method, inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7, exhale for 8, has been shown to lower cortisol levels and promote calmness. Regular exercise also helps regulate emotions by releasing endorphins, which improve mood and reduce stress.
6. Develop emotional resilience.
Life is full of challenges, and emotional resilience determines how well you handle setbacks. People with low resilience often feel overwhelmed, while those with high resilience recover quickly from stress. Psychologists recommend building resilience by adopting a growth mindset, fostering strong social connections, and practicing self-compassion. Viewing failures as learning experiences, rather than personal defeats, makes you emotionally stronger over time.
7. Delay your reactions.
Have you ever said something in the heat of the moment and later regretted it? That's because emotions surge quickly but also fade over time. A simple yet effective trick is to delay your response. Counting to 10, taking a short walk, or practicing deep breathing gives your prefrontal cortex time to process the situation rationally. This prevents emotional outbursts and allows for more thoughtful reactions.
8. Express emotions in a healthy way.
Expressing emotions in a healthy way is crucial. Bottling up emotions doesn't make them disappear. It only makes them stronger over time. However, expressing emotions in destructive ways can lead to conflict and regret. Healthy emotional expression includes talking to a trusted friend, writing in a journal, or engaging in creative outlets like painting or music. Studies show that verbalizing emotions reduces their intensity, making them more manageable.
9. Practice self-compassion.
Practicing self-compassion is equally important. We are often our harshest critics. Negative self-talk and perfectionism can intensify emotional distress, making it harder to recover from setbacks. Psychologists encourage self-compassion as a tool for emotional regulation. Instead of beating yourself up for mistakes, practice self-kindness. Treat yourself as you would treat a close friend, with patience, understanding, and encouragement.
10. Create a daily emotional check-in routine.
Creating a daily emotional check-in routine can be a game changer. Imagine having a system that helps you manage emotions before they become overwhelming. A daily emotional check-in is a powerful tool to develop emotional intelligence. Take 5 minutes every evening to reflect on your emotions, triggers, and responses. Journaling about what made you happy, stressed, or angry helps you track patterns and make adjustments. Over time, this simple habit leads to greater emotional stability and self-awareness. Start practicing these techniques today, and you'll see a huge improvement in your emotional well-being.
No need for a daily supplement when you have got this channel. Hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one.